Hey everybody, welcome on in. Can you hear me? Hey everybody, welcome on in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Can you
can.
hear me?
Yes.
All right, we are here. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Love and Marriage Huntsville review. Let me look in the camera. My name is Chase. This is No Chaser TV, and we're having a 10K day at No Chaser TV. And what I mean by that is today, all of our socials that we have been building for the last couple of months, since maybe like December, across all of them, we have accumulated over 10,000 followers. And most importantly, here we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Our 1 year anniversary is in a couple of weeks. And so, first of all, I want to just take some time and say thank you guys for finding No Chaser TV wherever you guys have been finding it, and pressing the like button like you guys have, following us on all of our social media, as well as subscribing here to YouTube, and going ahead and commenting. I really do appreciate that. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button on this. I feel so naked. My keyboard and my mouse is in the other room, but that's all right. I keep looking down, it's not there, so forgive me. But first of all, thank you guys for that. We got some love and marriage Huntsville to get into for the people. Tori B, how was your Valentine's Day weekend?
It was amazing. I ate well and I had fun.
Well, you're a little subdued and turned down. That's good. Because you was bothering me at midnight about love and marriage Huntsville, about
You,
something. So I guess we'll get into it, huh?
you'll be all right.
Well, you're going to be all right. Hopefully. Yeah, that's what kind of mood I'm in.
Well,
Hopefully you'll be all right. Yeah,
okay. All
that's
right.
what I'm doing. Demicio's in the back. Hopefully he's doing all right. But anybody come for me today, you're gonna get what you would. You're gonna get your issue.
Is that supposed to be a threat or a warning?
That's just telling it like a TI is. Okay. Down
Okay.
to the no chaser and the TV of it all.
Goes both ways, darling. That's all I got to say.
I don't about to think about y'all ass.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Anybody think about the people. I see Sean's in the room. Hey, and whoever else is in the room. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, before we do, I want to wrap up some loose ends because last week I said, remember, just give me some time to sit with this whole thing regarding destiny and the destiny of it all. So let's address it. Let's put it to bed after we address it. Okay.
Cool. I'm with it.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, having sat with it, it didn't take much longer after the show. I sat with it, I thought on it, I rewatched it. That shit is gutter butt ball nasty trash. And I don't know if I said that last week, but it's despicable, it's low down and dirty. And what you inadvertently did was expose the original six to potentially, allegedly, possibly be some swingers and some freaks. But from what I heard, it was not grooming. Incongruent with the definition that we read here last week during our conversation about it, about what grooming is. I don't think that that's what that was. And so I think since then, and you're on the streets of Huntsville, as I like to tell the people, I think since then she has recanted, or she stated that she didn't mean grooming in that type of a sense. She meant it in another way. I know that you know, so educate me, smarten me up, if you will, about what Destiny has since said since the backlash of the clip that OWN has asked everyone to take down, which is why No Chaser TV didn't post that motherfucker, because I knew I went crazy.
Yeah. We shouldn't, as a background, I've worked in communications for years, and I wish that we lived in a world where folks really checked their sources and didn't repost things that they don't know what sources they're getting it from.
Do you remember when it slid across my desk? What was the first thing I asked?
I ain't posting that shit.
Well, no, that's the first thing I said. But what was the first question I asked?
Is it
Where did you get this from? What
where did,
sources?
oh
Who
yeah.
is this? How
Yeah.
do I know this is coming from somewhere reputable? You get what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know, and I didn't want to be responsible. But continue.
Well, reputable is not in a lot of people's dictionaries.
Y'all, I'm finna mix my drink. Go ahead, girl.
It's not in a lot of people's dictionaries, but you should know where you're getting your sources from. Number one, yes, it was online, but that doesn't make it true. When you come out with a claim like this, there needs to be evidence. Destiny, the stuff that she pulled out her ass might have been stuff that Tisha said, but it seems to me that Destiny has a thing with deciphering things very differently than what people tell her. Because Tisha ain't all the way back her up. And then she said something to Martell to back her up. And he said, whatever Destiny said, that's not nobody backed you up in those claims. Number one. Number two is you went on a trip with somebody that groomed you. You was kissing her ass on a trip. Okay.
You
And
still friends with Martell and he tried to groom you?
your
Allegedly?
bestie
That's
tried to
what
groom
I'm gonna
you.
tell you what, that was what killed it for me, honestly. I'm like, but she's still so friendly with Martell. Like, I just wouldn't be able to move
Yeah, but he
forward.
groomed you. I
Yeah,
don't.
I wouldn't be able to move forward with that.
So she has since backtracked these.
Mm.
She
Do you know
said,
what she said?
well, she said, I didn't mean it like that.
I was trying to find the actual like thing so I could play it and speak to that. I wasn't able to really find where she said that. I'm assuming, or I believe she has her own podcast.
You tapped the mic. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. She has her own podcast. Am I correct?
She actually said it on a podcast with some psychologists or some therapists.
Okay.
And so, as far as I am concerned, when somebody makes a huge allegation like that,
Mm-hmm.
you need to have receipts. That is not cool. And she was not present in the limo to know what happened with Mel and Martell and who said what, because Tisha absolutely said, oh, I only brought that up to get back at Martell. So for me, this was nasty. And the fact that she directed it at Mel, like Mel was the one responsible for grooming her and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
that just tells me you're here to try to take her down.
Hey, Lady Uptown. How you been? Go ahead.
Just trying to take her down. So for me, Destiny is a black ass lie, and
Oh
not a
God.
black
Okay.
ass lie just about one thing, but about multiple things. And so for me, people who follow behind that woman is just
Now
once
you don't have to. You coming for the people?
I'm coming for a certain somebody who loves Destiny, but
Who?
not you.
Well, it's not me.
They in the group chat. Oh, now he's saying that was so weird of Destiny, Mr.
Who are you
TK.
talking about? Oh God.
I'm just saying he was cheering Destiny on. So now Destiny's a chop for him. Now that the grooming thing. Such a flip flopper. Anyway, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Destiny needs to not be on the show and get her life together. Because not only is she a mess on the show, but she's a mess in real life. And I would venture to say other allegations that she has made against other people, I would not believe that either. Something else that came to my attention was the fact that somebody else brought up the fact that some of her charges were dropped. And yes, that might be the case, but those charges were refiled. And so she has not been found guilty as of yet, but everything that comes out that woman's mouth is filth and untruth. And that's where I'm at with that. Allegedly. I've been telling y'all, well, it ain't alleged that she's sitting up here lying about that grooming stuff.
It's alleged.
All right,
It's
alleged.
alleged.
I'm sorry. Alleged.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's alleged. Okay.
Right, it's alleged.
Thank you.
And my thing is, again, she is not to be trusted. She definitely opened her mouth a bit too much and just stepped out of the box and ran with some dumbass story that they groomed her when she in fact has said and kind of was playing and toying with the fact that she would have a threesome with Kimmy and Maurice. So allegedly, but it's on the show.
Okay. Is that on the show?
It is. It was on the show.
Okay.
So my thing is, but I'm gonna say allegedly just to cover my ass, but she did do that. Okay.
Okay. So did she? It's allegedly. She allegedly said this.
She allegedly she said on the show. She was being playful, but maybe she was playing. But I don't,
I mean, if she was being playful, are you gonna condemn her for that?
no. But what I'm saying is, if you don't, this is why I'm saying when she sat there and said these people groomed her allegedly, you weren't there to see the context to know if they were playing or not, but you came out your mouth and said Martell and Mel allegedly was having oral sex in front of everybody in the limo, but you wasn't present.
Thank you, love, love, love. I don't know what the hell Tori be trying to do, but we just hit we got a 10K day going, and she trying to.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's that about? Speaking of 10K day, let me see something. Let me just check because I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. What she said was they was grooming her
Lord.
for a threesome. No. Let me finish my. She allegedly said that Mel and Martell groomed her for a threesome, right? That's what happened.
Yeah, she said that's grooming.
Right. And but then there is we if I wish I could figure out what season and what episode she definitely alluded to possibly having a threesome with Maurice and Kimmy.
Okay,
So
well you don't know right now, so figure that later. Okay, we gotta move on.
no. I'm just saying, but you saying they groomed you, but you came out of your face to say
But
you.
that's not I don't think, let's not conflate the two. Just because I decide to have a threesome with one couple does not mean that the other one was not grooming me for one. I may have wanted to fuck them, but I don't want to fuck you. So that's not fair.
I
But we're
agree.
gonna be fair.
We gonna be fair,
And
but
so I gotta be honest. That's just the real deal. Because when I choose to give one, I don't choose to give two. It's my choice, and I don't need to be
I
coaxed.
agree with
I
that.
don't
But
need. I'm
she
just. Well,
likes
let
to
me
act
finish
coded
because
and
now I'm talking,
go
and I don't
ahead.
need to be coaxed. I don't need to be coerced. I don't need to be persuaded. I don't need to be, tricked. I don't need to be manipulated into anything. Okay. And so if it were to be fact that they groomed her, that's one thing. Based off of what she presented as her evidence, it seems like it is a nasty trout mouth fouled untruth, allegedly. We do not know. However, in the court of our public opinion, she's full of shit. And so that's that. Okay.
Got it.
All
I'm
right.
just saying.
Let's move on with the reunion. Thank you. Ken doesn't like, we're back, and Ken says he does not like that Trisha omitted things and that Martell makes jokes about their situation. Martell doesn't respond, and Mel says, well, shit, you're not going to say nothing to this grown man? Because it seems like you don't have nothing to say to him, but you fought with everybody. Every woman on the stage, you actively, consistently, continually find a way to fight. He says that's not true because I fight Marcel all the time. Now I don't know, but I do remember that Courtney and not even Courtney, but that Stormi called Marcel a bitch. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So would that be along the same thing? Well, I don't. Let me not say that because I want nobody to think I'm calling women bitches. Child. But wouldn't that be the same damn thing?
But we talking about Martell.
We talking about Martell. He said that he put up Marceau as an example of him arguing with the man. But if y'all say all he do is be in women business and act like a bitch, then is that a good example? Is what I'm asking.
No, I
Okay,
wouldn't.
I didn't think. I just was like,
I wouldn't
oh, okay,
conflate the two.
huh?
I wouldn't conflate the two.
What's conflating? What's conflation?
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't use those two examples.
Well, I did. Y'all say he act like a bitch and he be in women
He who?
business.
He who?
Marceau.
So you say? Are you saying that Marcel's a bitch and so he could argue with her? I mean, either
I'm not
way.
saying that Marceau is a bitch. What I'm saying is, if y'all say he be in women business, then y'all are trying to say that the brother is soft, and you're trying to say that the brother is bitch made. Stormi herself has called him a bitch. So I'm not calling women a bitch, but would you consider Marceau to be an example of a man that he has fought when people all the time try to devalue his manhood because he has an infinity for affinity, not infinity. Look at me, because he has a posterization of the, but no, he has an affinity for getting in women's business. That's what I asked.
I feel
So I
like
wasn't conflating the two. I
okay.
know I'm very clear
I
about what
just
I'm
wanted to
saying.
be very clear on that.
Well, I'm very
So
clear. That's why I wanted to make the distinction that I'm
you
not
be all
calling
right
women.
though.
Oh,
So
no, you need to be all right though, and let me. As I ain't done.
you
The
be all
fuck you
right.
talking to?
What you got? Hennessy in there?
Tonight I do. What do you have in there? What do you
Oh,
have?
I can
It's not
definitely
about me
tell.
having Hennessy. You talking about you'll be all right though. I just literally said y'all call him a bitch and he be in women business.
So in
But
that, and
but I also said in the same breath, I don't want women to think that I'm calling them bitches.
okay. So what I'm gonna say is, in that
So
moment,
don't you get confused because that was
okay,
clear.
okay, in this moment, in that
Mm-hmm.
moment where Stormy called him a bitch, he was
Mm-hmm.
acting like a bitch in my,
Okay.
and I say that because the way he handled the business aspect, and I agree with her in that aspect. You don't wait till the day of when I'm setting up my stuff as a vendor at your event and say, "Oh, did you give me the $100? Why wasn't that discussed?" And the way he went about it is like he was scared to ask her. So in that moment, I do feel like he was a bitch, but
Okay. So I just didn't think that was a great example, is what I'm saying. And I don't give a damn what nobody think about it. Okay, anyway, he thinks it's funny that everybody is laughing. And Mel points out to Tisha, see how I got him worked out? You see that? I got his ass, didn't I? It made me chuckle. I thought it was funny. Mel, for some reason, I don't know what Mel is giving because she seems clocked in. She seems dialed in. She's actually speaking to Martell, not in a friendly way, of course, because who would expect that to happen? But she's speaking to him way more than I thought that she would have, getting his ass together or not. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if this is a woman who has made up her mind at this point that she's not coming back. And so I don't give a damn what happens at this point, or if she was chugging along until that accusation was made. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I think she was. I think that accusation really like.
Is what sealed the deal. I'm gonna tell you, I got another thing that I feel like sealed the deal too. Nell tells Martell to stop yelling at her damn ear. He tells her, no, he's not gonna stop. Get her ass up and move somewhere else. That whole exchange was funny to me, but he did end up apologizing to Fletcher and he apologized to Nell. But that was funny to me. Sorry. Mel asked Fletcher how exactly did they meet. He meet Trish. Martell meet Trisha.
Mhm.
Fletcher, for his to his credit, does tell the exact same story. No buts, if ands, or buts about how he explained it to Nell and how he explained it to Mel. So this is the third time in a row he's told the story. So I am now inclined to believe Fletcher is telling the truth about his story and everybody else is lying about theirs. Because if you recall, when we first met Trisha at Stormy House with um, Martell, and Martell was surprised that she was there. Not Nell, excuse me, I'm sorry. Uh, Trisha said that she met Martell through his brother.
Yeah, she
And
lied.
Martell said that was a lie. And
Yeah,
then Fletcher tells this story and it has nothing to do with that. So at this point, it is just sealed the deal on the fate. It is the deal is done, the deed is done. That girl is a liar.
period.
Um, Carlos asks when Martell hit Trisha up to work out at his home. Uh, when he hit Trisha up, was it to work out at his home? Martell does not answer the question. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Martell said nothing. Trisha said that she thought they were going to work out in his clubhouse when she saw the address because it was a nice area in Huntsville. Trisha admits to going into a married man's home, and Ken says he wasn't married, was he? And Trisha's like, shh, let it go, baby. Don't worry about it. Just let it go. It's like he consistently finds out more and more as we go along. She embarrassed him then again in that moment. Now he's clocking, oh my God, I thought you said he wasn't married. So he was married. Or wasn't he married? So he's continuously discovering things as we discover things. And as a partner, that's just not how I want to find out things. You debrief me, you give me everything I need to know. You give me the car facts before I get into the car. You give me the facts, the whole facts before I get to the show. So nobody can spray me with your tea and nobody can catch me off guard and surprise me. And she consistently, for some reason, it just does not do that to him. And it is so cringe and embarrassing to watch him find out along the step of the way like he's a fan of the show with us. I just think that's so weird. Um, Trisha says that she did not register that he was married at the time because she was going through a lot of death. although they were talking about their divorces.
She did not care if that man was divorced or not. So let's not even go there. I'm not even entertaining her buffoonery. Okay. Trisha's a damn fool. And I'm glad Kim finally woke up to her trifling ass. And then like we'll get into, her husband later. But Ken, you fell quick and fast for that ass. And now you learning what you signed up for. And that is just very unfortunate. So he didn't get the whole he see you said whole facts. I was about to say whole facts. He didn't get the Carfax on Trisha before he moved into her crib. I tell you that. Before you was buying her kids shit, before any of that. So y'all wasted a whole bunch of time and years on what? You arguing and fighting with Marquez for what? I just don't get it. It's just very foolish on his part.
Sorry, y'all. My laptop is dead. Let me charge my laptop up. I'm on my phone, but meantime, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I missed something that you were saying. I know you said you weren't going to entertain the buffoonery, but what else?
No, I was just saying that Ken fell fast in love with this woman and didn't know anything about her, and now you don't waste the years. I'm glad he finally got out and learned, the truth.
Maybe
But
he's the only one in love too. Quite as yeah.
yep, and
Let's
over
wake that tea up.
definitely posted, called her the missus and everything. How she the missus and y'all, her divorce ain't final. How she the missus and she still lying to you? Y'all
My
broke up
question
during filming.
is,
They broke up during filming.
well, I was gonna say, is she still erased and scrubbed?
Yeah,
Have you checked? You checked today?
I could check today. I'll
Check
check.
right now. See if he's still up there. Let me know if you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Waiting on my computer to turn back on. We were talking about Ken and Trisha, Nell Martell, Nell S. Fletcher, Trisha admits. Ken thinks that Martell's excuse is cap. He says that the argument that him and Trisha had at the finale was a case of Trisha trying to hit below the belt like Marceau does. Everybody is looking at this man like he's a plum fucking fool. Like, huh? And she is just, she got some good stuff. You got to give it to her at this point. We can't even hate. She got some good coochie. It is what it is. The coochie good.
It gotta be. It gotta be. She's still scrubbed
I do hate that because they were a handsome, striking couple.
when she don't got on that ugly ass wigs.
Even with them, I said they was handsome.
Mm. She had a birthday party too. They posted. Destiny was there. Um, Very interesting pictures. She had a cowboy theme. They're very interesting. So they broke up relatively
He was there.
ago. He was there. They had a backdrop. Him and Trish had a backdrop of them together, but it was her birthday. So they really broke up like recently. It's not maybe the end of January.
Do
Very
you think it was an engagement party if it was their backdrop slash birthday?
I don't know. I didn't hear nothing about an engagement. I think
Well,
we
that's
would.
the reason why I asked. Because other than that, why would he be on the backdrop? You get what I'm saying?
I didn't get that either. I found that very interesting. I don't yes, they're filming right now. So just so y'all know, they are filming right now. I feel like they've been filming for the past couple of weeks.
Well, I think that's just. I'm going to say this because the
Actually, that
question
party
is,
might
where do we go from here? And as far as Huntsville is related, I'm going to drop this now. We can pick it back up if we have enough time. Um, they don't. This is not what I want from Huntsville. I would like for them to find more couples akin to the original six. Because if you want me to be honest, I feel like Destiny kind of was a do girl. Stormy was a casting along the right lines as far as the pedigree needed to be a part of Huntsville. However, Destiny was married to a successful business entrepreneur in Huntsville, so maybe I could take that back because she was at least in proximity to one, even though she may not have directly been one herself, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right, but once that divorce, well, they still not divorced, but once that divorce happened, I think honestly, she's not a great businesswoman. There are things that she tried to do a TikTok live, and people were so upset because they were ready to buy stuff, and the stuff that she claimed was supposed to be on, on a TikTok live was not available, and they just said,
Who?
Destiny, and they just said it was
I'm
just
sorry, your phone, your connection cut out. Who did you say?
Destiny.
Oh, really? People were ready to buy Madonna and she didn't have it.
She the fragrances that she claimed was supposed to be on sale and she was doing the TikTok live for were not available, and people were very upset. And
Were
so
they not available because they were selling out, or were they never
not
available?
because they were selling out, she just really ain't have it available. She advertised it and it wasn't there. Um
I'm confused. All right, speaking of advertising, you guys, just really quickly, I want to say for all of No Chaser TV's followers, subscribers, supporters, whatever you have, you, the divas, um, the Reality Rundown is doing an event in DC for part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. They'll be interviewing, uh, well, not interviewing, but in attendance officially will be Jazzy, Jacqueline, and Mia. What's going to happen is they're going to have a watch along for the reunion and a question and answer portion of the reunion directly there afterwards. And No Chaser TV will be in the building, as we'll be doing the red carpet portion as well as being there for the event. So if y'all want to come out and meet the No Chaser TV gang, as well as you have the opportunity to meet some Real Housewives and friends thereof, there are also going to be other reality TV stars from DC in the area there as well. If you want to come out and meet everybody and kick it with us, you want to meet me, then come on down to the thing. It's called Throw. March 2nd, 7 p.m. in the DC area. I don't know Tori B if she's gonna be there, but I think Jay's gonna be there. So yeah, you'll get to meet us if you like. Catch that dirt, girlies. Ow, ow. Are you excited?
yes, we'll see if I can make it. Sunday nights I gotta work, child, the next day. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna figure it out. Shaw said Shaw said she don't like
What do
Jazzy.
she like? If Sean liked something, I'd be more surprised that she actually likes something. Than not. Okay, Martell says he does not feel like he owes an apology to anyone involved in this situation. Do you feel Martell owes an apology?
What was the topic of discussion?
Well, they wanted Martell, asked Martell, did he feel like he owed an apology because Kim was upset that he made basically
Oh,
Trisha seem to be a loose woman.
um,
Trisha made herself to be a loose woman, but go ahead.
Martell didn't help. He wasn't vehemently saying they did nothing. He let
Because he
people
wasn't vehemently lying that they didn't do something. Only
right.
person was,
Listen, so he
but why
like.
would she be a loose woman if she did decide to do something?
I don't think she's being loose. I think she
That's what
just
Ken said that he made her seem like.
that's Ken's fault. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
Ken the only one thing he with the Virgin Mary.
Ken, I don't know. Ken,
Ken like he was a virgin when he met her. What's like what?
he got 2 kids and is married. It's not
Who?
about it's at the time when he met her. Like,
Someone
so
has 2 kids and he's married.
I said she had 2 kids and
Oh,
she was married.
I don't know. Obviously, the stork delivered them.
But I don't all of that was just too much. I don't think he owes anybody an apology. Um, the one who was talking the most to me at this point was Trisha. There would be times that they would stop talking about it and she keep bringing it up. I mean, there are times that other people brought it up, but she was doing the most talking about this. Martell be like, "Dang, why we keep talking about this?" He didn't want to admit to it.
We are definitely doing a Potomac review tonight. And I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'm not never scared, but I think Tori B and J are because it's gonna be Monday Night Raw for Potomac. It's gonna be Monday Night Raw. Raw is war. It's going down on
It is
Potomac.
gonna be war. And you know,
It's gonna be war because it's gonna be
you are
war.
Karen's biggest warrior. You
But
absolutely
that's but
right.
girl,
Biggest advocate and warrior. That's all I gotta say.
somebody got to ride for the truth. Um, Now Marquez is there. Marquez says he moved to Atlanta in October of 2021. Trisha says that he wasn't staying with her all that time, and Marquez says that's convenient because Ken said he wanted to lick Trisha like a lollipop in 2017. So somebody lying.
I believe it, honestly.
Well, wasn't he sending her goofy emojis or something like that?
He said he was Marquez never changed his story. He always said you was sending chocolate bars in her on her Instagram pictures. You was doing all of this stuff, and you know, and I'm not saying that Marquez is right in leaving the household and not
No, no,
doing.
no. We're just talking about that portion.
Yeah,
We get
I'm
it.
just saying. I feel like he is right because Trisha lies. He don't put her in a couple lies, and so I'm really not on her side on that one. I do believe they were flirting and carrying on before they actually got together and Marquez was out the picture. I believe
But she
that.
said that he was already um they were checked out way before he left, right?
I agree, but
No, I'm asking. That was what they said, right?
yeah, I think
Okay.
because you know he checked out once, like maybe before the family members passed away or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they started having issues before that, but that doesn't make it right. If your husband is living in a house with you and you flirting on Instagram or whatever have you, I think that's inappropriate as a married woman.
Well, you got old fashioned values. You very much Mother Teresa.
I never said that.
I am. I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
I listen, I because I don't like gray areas when it comes to marriage. I
Now
don't.
the people
I
find
take
it
that
mighty funny,
serious.
Torby, that you was Mother Teresa.
I would never say I was Mother Teresa. When it comes to
The people
marriage,
find it funny.
here's my thing. I
Now
think
let me say why the people find it funny. The people find it funny you was Mother Teresa when you was out there cheating on your boyfriend.
I was not married.
What?
I was not married. I just said
But
when
that
it
was your
comes,
boyfriend, right?
I'm single. Whatever I found
That was your
on
boyfriend, right?
what did I just say? I was single.
No, you said that you cheated on your boyfriend. So was that your boyfriend or
Again,
what?
unless I'm married, I am single.
So then what's the point of having a boyfriend?
Again, if I am not married, I am single. Okay. I don't know
That's a
what.
bunch of bullshit.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's a bunch of
Put a ring
bullshit.
on it, and then we won't have no
That's a
issue.
bunch of bullshit.
All right, you be all right.
Oh yeah, that was a bunch of bullshit. If we are together, that is the commitment. The commitment that is that we are together. And so whether you got a ring on it or not, you don't need to be with me exclusively if that's not what you believe in.
Who's to say he wasn't cheating?
We talking about who?
Who's to say my boyfriend
We
ain't
talking about who?
again?
Answer my question. Who we talking about?
You cheat, I cheat back.
Uh You cheat, you cheat, I leave.
Says the person who did they get back too. Exactly. I ain't forget that shit. Don't do that. I ain't forget that shit.
You have no proof.
But I'm serious. When it comes to marriage, I don't play with that. And there's no point in getting married if that's what you're gonna do. I take
All
that
right.
serious. That's where my beliefs.
All right. Ken says Marquez isn't ostracized because he let Marquez's son take his car to Atlanta to be with Marquez. Let me just ask this question. They make all types of, back and forths and asides about Marquez being broke and not having any money. Marquez says Ken needs to stop acting like he is his kid's father. Marquez adds co-parenting with two narcissists isn't going to work, and everyone scoffs because, like, Marquez,
You are not in any
let's
position to
go ahead
put
and just break this down really quickly, right? So it seems to be for some reason I don't like any of it. How about that? I don't like that he devalues Ken's contributions to his children. But I don't like that they throw stuff like this out. Like, if you didn't like Mel letting us know that she paid Destiny light bill, you should not like Ken letting us know that he let Marquez's son borrow his car to come see him because Marquez couldn't come get him. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
And to bring the children up is, I think, is low, and I think that they both hit each other below the belt, and I honestly, frankly, just don't want to see it anymore, um, because Marquez will consistently ask Ken about him not having children, which is a low blow, for Ken, because for some reason, I don't know if he can or he can't, but he doesn't have any, right? That's a low blow, and then to consistently bring up Marquez's money issues, but they do it to each other. They both do it first. They both do it often. So at this point, in my opinion, it's not well, you started, y'all both started, and it's embarrassing to watch. And the only people you're hurting are the kids. The kids should be real. Are, I'm sure they're
It's
mortified. I
it's
would never have filmed those scenes if that was them kids. No.
that's embarrassing. And y'all live in a small town, and you think other kids ain't going to school and telling Zaria, um, your daddy and your stepdaddy arguing on TV. Here's the other thing. All three of them ain't shit to me. And I mean ain't shit in a very immature kind of way. All three of y'all have issues, and all three of y'all need to be in therapy, and all three of y'all lack so much emotional intelligence. Is effing crazy. Them kids got more common sense than them three people who are the parents and step parents. It was Marquez and Trish's son that was like, yo, like at the party, don't do that. Stop. Zaria didn't want to be around y'all. Y'all are embarrassing them kids. And the more y'all talk and put y'all business out there, the more stupid you look.
I agree.
How I look at it.
It's
It's
embarrassing.
not one of y'all can be the bigger person and stop the nonsense. That's my
And what
thing.
businesses do they run? Why are they in the group? Are they entrepreneurs in the city? Unless you want to, I mean, hey, listen, being a weed man is a business.
Because Ken got caught
And
trafficking.
he do it very well, child, because did you see what he drove off in? Meanwhile, Trisha Carver broke down the apartments. You see what he drove off in? Bitch, her Carver broke down at the apartments and he drove off in a Maserati.
Okay,
Or
well he don't
whatever that
pay.
was, a Corvette. Corvette.
All right, but he live in her house.
Oh, no. That's his house. Her name on the bitch, though. To let Ken tell her he what?
He pay all the bills.
Catch. Catch
Um,
that dirt. He the reason why she in the
yeah,
bitch.
but if her name is on it, she could put his ass out.
She could put his ass out, but she gonna be able to put no money up. Catch. That's what Ken keep trying to tell y'all ass.
Well, I hope she
Put me
saved
out if
her
you want to.
coins
I
then.
bet you do want to make her. I bet you do want to put me on the bad drop, don't you? Shit me. Y'all better wake the hell up.
Well, I hope her brother help her pay that mortgage.
Has her brother helped her fix that car yet?
Joe no say.
Wrap it. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, it's just they're all annoying. I'm sorry.
Baby, love is dope. Be here with me, baby. Me and love is dope. I'm so glad I got somebody on my channel who actually like me. Because everybody else hate my guts. You hate me, Torby?
No, but stop acting like a victim.
Bitch, please.
Um,
Bitch, please.
let's go to the group chat
Oh, girl,
because
fuck the group
somebody
chat
said,
and fuck you and that group chat. Ken says Marquez
you see,
borrows
I
money.
tried to change that up,
Ken says Marquez borrows money from their son. Do you see what I'm saying about how nasty they go? That is so nasty. That is so hurtful. That is all this man have is whatever delusion or pride that he has left. And baby, oh my God.
She worked for NASA. I mean, I know she an engineer.
What she do? Customer service?
No, she an engineer.
She said tickets down to the Nassau Museum.
I don't know. I'm
You
not
talking
sure.
about what I'm looking on? That's child, gee, that is
Love is
what
dope
I
says
see
she
is
worked
not
for NASA.
consistent. What I see is not consistent with a NASA space aeronautical engineer, baby. That's all I got to say. Ken says
Yes,
Marquez
Love is engineering. I'm sorry. I just want to
Ken
let
says Marquez borrows money from their son. And Kimmy says Marquez should want someone in their life who can provide for their kids and treats them well. And Kimmy's absolutely correct. Marquez says, no, that ain't it, because God gave me the gift of discernment. And God told me long time ago, this nigga ain't shit. And so Ken and Trisha say the divorce papers are filed. Ken says, DNA doesn't make Marquez a father. That really hurts Marquez. Marquez stands up. Everyone begs him to sit back down because he's not going to bust no grape. And Marquez says he's giving them answers, and everyone is telling them he's wrong. And there is the problem in a nutshell with Marquez. Marquez has conversation to prove he's right. He does not have conversation to come to a resolve. And so they're never going to get resolved with Marquez. But here's the kicker, right? They're never going to get the result that they're requiring and desiring from Marquez because Trisha recognizes that there is no resolve with Marquez, and she continues to drag her husband, well, not even her husband, to drag her situation into that into conversation and dialect and dialogue with this man. At this point, you have tried on more than one occasion to have a conversation. At this point, you have tried on more than one occasion to come to a resolve. At this point, you have come on more than one occasion to attempt to have some sort of dialogue. And baby, if you have not gotten it by now, on all of these years, you will never ever get it. So why do you continually bring your new situation into your old situation? The only conversation that you and your situations need to have is about how we're going to manage our children moving forward. There's absolutely no discussion that needs to be had. Unfortunately, Marquez, if Marquez's feelings are hurt, Marquez is going to have to stew in his own juice because he caused this situation. So why do you consistently drag a man that treats you like gold, who doesn't think that your roses really smell like boo boo? You get what I'm saying? Why do you consistently drag a man into those situations? It's going to be for a reason. Is the reason that you like mess, drama, chaos, and confusion because that's all you're used to navigating and you don't know better for your damn self? Is it B? You don't want the man? And then you're trying to get him to run away, but the man for some reason will not go. You can't turn him loose. You can't shake him. And that's because, see, you need him because apparently he paid the bills in that motherfucker. Your name on the deed, but his bills plant the seeds. Do you get what I'm saying? There is a reason why you consistently drag him into this mess. And it is really, 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 really jarring. It's just it's disheartening to watch on all ends. This is a situation that you wouldn't say, you know what? There's nothing else I have for it. I have nothing else to give it. A normal person, am I correct, Torby?
yeah, the way they manage this whole situation, it is Trisha's place as the mother and to manage whatever's going on between her and Marquez, which she did not manage well, because it is between you and Marquez to have a good co-parenting situation. Clearly, that does not happen. She goes and runs her mouth to, what's his name? Ken. There's resentment. There's back and forth. There's nastiness. You don't pay for this. I'm the one paying for that. Too much. Again, it's a huge amount of or lack of maturity from all three parties. So this is just all too much. Now, I just found it interesting that that Marquez was like, "But bruh, she don't want to marry you." I was like,
We
"Ha!"
ain't got that yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, because we need to. Marquez says that he has admiration for Mel, but he does not want to go on a date with her. He wants to discuss business. Ken says that's the same thing that Martell did with Trisha leading, but that isn't the ultimate goal. Marquez Ken think he's so fucking smart and got everything figured out.
You
You can't
wasn't
figure out
there,
that that
bro.
woman don't want you. You can't figure out that that woman consistently has embarrassed you across television and dragged you.
One
Mel
one
said
question: has she ever said "I love you" to that man?
no, not on camera. Mel says no because Trisha is the only one who fell for it. Oop, catch that dirt. Marquez asks why Ken is cool with Martell being his girl and tells Ken she doesn't want to marry him. Tells Ken she doesn't want to marry him. The two laugh it off. Marquez says that he signed papers and they both say that he's lying. Marquez says he was trying to fight for his marriage and Trisha needs to get counseling and healing. Ken says he's going to help her heal. There you go, being cat to save a hoe. Marquez shouts out Mel and gives her flowers and wants to set up a business meeting. He handshakes with Martell and says if Trisha went over to Martell's house, it wasn't to work out. Oh, scene is over with. Oh, but not before Ken consistently calls Marquez a scammer. If Marquez is a scammer and he in Atlanta, he's not a very good one because look at him. Now we discussed the girls' trip. Kimmy and Tisha hated their rooms, and Kimmy says that she filmed for free for Mel. I'm assuming she's referring to the pilot, and that's the thanks that she gets for filming with Mel all those years and helping her realize her dream of being on television. Nell says her saying Mel thinks she's Jesus was a joke, and Mel says that Nell has always said things like that, saying that this is Mel showing everybody just need to fall in line. Nell says that this is why she's hurt by Melody, and Nell says she's spoken to her and mentored to her. And Mel asks if she's done the same thing to Nell in her times of need. Um, Mel then goes ahead and says, "You know what? I appreciate you." And Kimmy tries to interject her opinion that nobody asked for, and Mel rightfully shut her out of it and finishes her statement, and we move forward from there. They also discuss Mel and Destiny saying, "I'm sorry, I love you." Destiny clarifies that Mel that she apologized for saying she was sorry for what she had to do to Destiny. I mean to Mel. What did she do to her? Okay, I didn't think so.
No, no, I'm sorry. I thought my thing was muted. She did. When she sat there at the table and said that her and Coleslaw were talking and they were like she was
Oh,
coaching her and all of
and
that.
she
That's
coaching her into so not only is she groomed, but she also coached her to respectfully cheat.
yeah.
Okay. She's
And
sorry
y'all
for that.
believe that.
She need to apologize to us. Um Destiny said she was made to feel like she was stalking Mel because Mel said the time to make up for their friendship was immediately after the group trip. But Destiny said that she felt like that she was made to feel like she was stalking Mel, and they agreed that it's up and it's stuck and it's never coming back down, most especially after Destiny made those wild accusations. Now, let me say this. I'm gonna rock with Destiny on one part. If it get back to me, like Mel was saying that they were sitting at dinner and she was sitting to her and everywhere she went there she was and all that stuff. Oh bitch, I was trying to be cool, but if it's like that, girl, I ain't got nothing to do with you. I rock with that. You ain't gonna ever have me fanned out. Sorry. Excuse me, that's me as a person. You're not gonna play me like I'm fanned out. Now,
But she
regarding
right.
Nell
She was
and,
right.
well, I'm just saying I agree with Destiny on that. Sorry.
1 second. I'm a rebuttal to that.
I don't want to rebuttal that. I want to get my whole thought out and I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So damn difficult, honey. Anyway,
Long-winded ass.
girl, I had to break down and now I'm giving my thought.
Go ahead.
I'm long winded. You said it on camera?
No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
No, you dead ass serious. At least I
No,
make sense. Now, how about that?
whatever.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, catch that dirt. I wanted to briefly say, but I had to spend 2 minutes getting you together. Briefly say that in regards to Mel and Nell, it sounds like to me when you say a mentorship, you are coming to me for my services. So if I did not employ you to be my mentor, then therefore you are not. You get what I'm saying? So Nell must have thought she was a mentor because she was older. When in friendships counsel each other. So if it was mutual going both ways, Nell was not Mel's mentor. There's that. Now, please tell me what you have to say.
In reference to Destiny, the argument you made, why would I want somebody who claimed that I was coaching my husband's side chick and side baby mama to sit next to me at a table? You threw me under the bus, and then you sat everywhere I went. You sat next to me. So I absolutely agree with Mel on that aspect. You talk shit about me, and you claim that I allowed this man to have this side chick, and I coached her. I don't want you near me because you was talking shit. Okay. In reference to Nell and this whole mentor nonsense, um, y'all vehemently and y'all UND vehemently said, "Oh yeah, she was a mentor to her. She was."
What did I just say today?
I I am speaking, sir.
But
Thank you.
no, but I'm just asking you. You talking
I
about what
am
was then?
speaking,
Lift
sir.
up the garage and tell me what was now. What's
I
now?
am
Don't tell me what
speaking,
has
sir.
been.
I
Tell me
am
what's
speaking.
now. What did I just say 5 seconds ago?
Okay, let me finish my statement. Thank
So what do
you.
you want? A cookie?
I heard
You
you.
wanna I
I
change my
heard
mind
you.
cookie?
I heard you. Just let me finish my argument. Thank
So
you.
get to that.
All right, so I'm getting there. If you would stop cutting me off. Thank you.
Girl, you wanna I change my mind cookie now? I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Next.
All right. So, um, if we roll back the footage to when Melody had her renaming ceremony, there is a scene which Mel and Nell were having a conversation, and she was telling Melody that she had spoken to Martell, and Martell was mad that Nell and Fletcher were going to her renaming ceremony, and she said, "I counseled you. I counseled you and Martell." So again,
So we playing semantics with
I'm not
this.
playing semantics. I'm
That's
not playing
semantics.
semantics. I
That's
told
semantics.
I'm not, but when did it change? If you said
She's
counsel,
also said counseling this season and mentorship this season.
yeah, because she switched up and then became belligerent about the word. I'm just like, I'm confused. You counseled them, and that's it. The mentor is not what you were. She never asked you to mentor her. But I'm just saying, it's funny how people switch things up and then blow things out of proportion, which Nell did. And I'm just saying, I just want to point
I
out.
think that's who Nell is to her core. I don't think she was purposely trying to have a gotcha moment or do anything like that. I just think that that's what she thought it was. She thought it was the understanding, but unless I hire you for your mentorship services, you're not my mentor.
But y'all was tight. I mean, I will agree. It wasn't right for Mel to laugh in her face and all of
And
that.
that's what I came down about. I didn't
I
come
agreed
down.
with that. I agreed
What I'm
with
just
that.
saying, but my point, what maybe D did, I don't remember what D said. She's not here to speak for herself and what she said. So I can't speak for what she said. I don't
It was
remember,
two
if
against
I'm
one.
being honest. But I know for me, what turned me off with the whole thing was a obviously you see she feels passionately about it. Her feelings are hurt. And for you to cackle Kiki Kaka and then say, I got God, my mama, and whatever. I felt like that was purposely being nasty and mean, and that's just where I feel, and that's why I still stand on that. It's a way to say,
Oh
hey
no,
baby,
I
you want
agree
my.
with you. I
Oh,
agree.
I'm just saying there's a way to say, hey baby, I don't agree with you without actually doing what she did. She did her big one, and she did the absolute most. In my opinion, it was for no reason, because Nell is allegedly a friend, so Nell wasn't coming to her as a foe, but Mel treat everybody, in my opinion. She got better, but it takes her time. She don't ever get it right really the first time, in my opinion. But I do think that with Nell, it took her a couple of tries to finally get it right, and to say, listen, I acknowledge where you're coming from. That's not the case, and not be condescending in the moment about it.
Again, Nell blew this out of
But
proportion.
you said I said one thing, and I don't recall me doing that.
You did.
Okay, and I don't recall. Next.
How convenient is that?
It's
Um
not convenient. I really don't. You know how many fucking shows I do? I don't remember.
I'm
Plus, running what the network. You see the network I've been running lately. I don't remember that shit.
I like to call out hypocrisy.
Well, it's not hypocrisy. What's the
Not you,
hypocrisy?
not you,
Oh,
baby, not you.
oh.
Talking about Nell.
Boom. All that boom. Because I want to know what you was talking
I'm
about.
talking about Nell.
Oh,
She
okay.
switched it up and blew the whole thing out of proportion
Okay.
and said she cried and she had the process. I think that's just drama and annoying. Okay.
Where is D? D is taking care of some things, some personal business. She is not going from our channel. She'll be back as soon as she handles her personal endeavors. So that's where D is. For those asking, someone asked.
I saw.
I hope Jasmine ain't challenging about D, because I mean, listen,
Oh,
right?
no.
Longer Jasmine was on her hiatus. You going on now? Um, Nana boo boo. Okay. Stormi is the guest, and she says that she left the show due to the backlash from certain fans, and she decided to choose her brand. I think this is when, because you see Mel looking at her in admiration. I feel like this is when Mel was like, "Yeah, I'm out. Time's up." Clinton said they agree with you. Okay. Oh,
Thank you, Clinton.
well, she right. She was wrong about me. Catch that.
No, I was correct.
Not about me. I don't receive it. I'm like Marquez. I don't receive it.
It's
Uh,
here, whether you receive it or not. Anyway,
oh, girl, keep it over there, child. Shit. Now we talk Kiki, and Tisha hates that what everyone saw on the show affects how people view their relationship, because that was truly her sister cousin. And I totally understand that. We got them in a bad patch in their life, but I don't think that was totally indicative of their entire relationship. And so, you know, I do hate that that was what was reflected, but we did have some good moments, although they were few and far between the two cousins. We did have some good moments with them, so hopefully she'll be able to have that and live in that and cherish that plus her memories. Um, Carlos asks Stormi if she paid for the funeral, and she confirms that she did, as it had been weighing heavily on her heart, knowing Kiki's financial situation. Um, Tisha says that the family was thankful that Stormi decided to step up and do it. Kimmy and Maurice urge everyone to help her family, because now is a pivotal time for them in any way that they can. And Tisha says that this has taught her about resolve. Now, Carlos says that this is family, and there is love, and life is short. He says that whatever they're all going through is not that deep. So, you guys, that's the end of the reunion. Um, and the end of a long year of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm sure they'll be back next week. Oh, Jesus, with a new season. So,
so
yay.
you're relieved. You're relieved.
I'm relieved that it's over. Yes.
Okay.
I need a damn break.
Um.
Um, but yes, I am. Yes. So there's a lot of discussion as to the Kiki portion of it. They did film a pickup scene, it looks like, where they celebrated her in memorial. in memoriam, and a lot of people were not in attendance. I actually think that this season is a part that was filmed as a part of the new season and spliced in. You know what I mean? I don't think that
It was
that
weak
was filmed,
sauce. It was weak
huh?
sauce. I think it was weak sauce. That in memoriam part to Kiki. I find it very interesting that Stormy had to pay for that funeral when her sister cousin is supposedly a millionaire. I find that interesting.
But why
Because why wouldn't you help your cousin and her family and her kids?
did she help? She didn't help at all.
I don't know what she did, but obviously
Exactly, that's the point.
no. But who paid for the whole thing?
But just because she paid for the funeral, there are other expenses.
I hope
There
she
might be
helped to take
food.
care of Kiki
What I'm
kids.
saying
I
is,
hope
there's like, you have to do food. You have to host host the people that come in town for it. And there's a lot. But my question is, were they allowed at the funeral? Because I thought I had felt like I had read like they weren't allowed
I heard
there.
they wasn't allowed either.
Okay,
Um,
so why would they pay for something they're not allowed to attend?
or maybe
Ain't no
Kiki.
damn or answer my. You don't never answer the question I ask you. You
Okay,
just move
okay.
on.
No, my thing, I don't know.
Would
You
you
might
pay for something that you can't go to?
you, here's my thing.
Would
There
you pay for? I'm asking you a question.
if it is my close family member and I feel like they was a sister cousin and
And they
you
told you
you
you couldn't go. They don't want you there.
I don't it doesn't matter. She's gone now. Here's number one. Number
I don't
two
think
is
they would accept the money.
Marceau, and I was gonna say that. I feel like Marceau and Tisha played a part in that divide. And so for me, I don't think it's right. And I just don't think it's something with this situation just doesn't sit right with me. That is your sister. You said that is your sister cousin.
Yes, that was her sister cousin, and she
Okay.
passed away in a rough patch.
If
Yes.
that's my sister cousin, and I have cousins who are like siblings to me. Okay.
Me too.
Absolutely. Okay. If
Yes.
something happened to my cousin tomorrow and he needs something, I'm giving some portion or I'm helping
How
his
you gonna give it to people that don't want you there? That's the question.
okay, again, or I'm helping to
You
raise those.
never answered that.
I did.
What did you say?
Yo, I would put money in a check and give it to another family member and give it to them. And you don't
You're
gotta
not
know where
gonna.
it's coming from. It ain't a
Well, then
check.
your check, your cousin gonna cash that check. Cause guess what? Them people don't want her there.
Or send the money directly to them kids.
That's the only hitch in the giddy up I have, because I did have questions as to why she was not there. Like, why didn't they pay for it? But then when I hear that they didn't want her there and she wasn't invited to the funeral, then my thought process begins to be okay, well then why would I pay for something you don't want me there for? I'm gonna have to grieve and mourn my cousin in my own way.
I understand that as well.
So
But
I don't agree with
your
that.
husband, you and your husband shouldn't be out there putting using her drug abuse against her in the public eye. I think
What
that
didn't she go? But didn't she? I don't want to talk ill about the dead. That's crazy. We're not
was
going to do that. So let's cut this off,
no.
because
I'm
then
not
she
talking
wasn't
ill.
innocent either.
I'm not saying she was.
So, but you're saying we shouldn't talk about. Let's not talk about that.
Okay. I'm
I want
just
to be.
saying.
I want to. I am a person that respects the peace and hopes for the bliss of the dead. So I don't speak
I
ill of the
feel like
dead.
that was part of the reason she wasn't and he wasn't invited to that funeral. That's the only reason why I
Okay,
felt
but
that. Okay.
I would hope that bygones would be bygones when a loved one passes away. That's my hope. I done did some things that was right to people, and I have done some things that was wrong to people, but I love them, and I hope that if something happens, that's not diminished in all of it, because I loved them. And while I may not, it's not about me, it's about her. It's about honoring our family. It's about, unless they have specific wishes not to do so, then, I don't know, but I'm different. Everybody's different. Her husband had his reasons. I'm not going to ever question his reasoning. I'm not going to do it. But if they didn't want them there, how are you guys expecting for them to have paid for everything? That's all I'm saying. If that's true. If that's not true, then I want to know why they didn't pay for nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? No? Okay, at this point, I don't give a damn whether you see it or not. So that's that. Now, Carlos said that it's not that deep and they should be able to move forward. And I think it is that deep. I, I think it's that deep at this point. What do you think?
Who to move forward?
Are you serious?
Who's supposed to move forward?
Carlos was saying that the group should find resolve when things like this happen
No,
because it's not that deep.
no, especially not when somebody alleged that I coached the side chick, alleged that I groomed them. Like,
Yeah, we're done.
yeah,
We're
I'm
done.
done. I completely
And if
understand.
I was Destiny, I would want to be done and not move forward with nobody who allegedly tried to groom me neither. So I just am really confused.
I just, to me, it just, and Kimmy bucked up a little bit too much for me too. Um, I just, for somebody in past seasons who ran their mouth, and yet your husband was arrested under the assumption that he had a, he was under the influence, and then got mad because you're on a TV show and you have to share and you have to say something, and y'all refused to say something and got mad, even though you knew and you and Mel had a conversation that production forced her to ask you, and you still bucking up. I don't get that either. But you
But
always,
then why get mad when I ask you about it because I'm doing now I got to do my job.
I mean, but Maurice ain't want to answer Kimmy when she tried to bring it up either. So I just, it's very interesting. The drama ain't gonna stop because Mel is gone. It's gonna, and my
I feel like
thing,
everybody don't look at this from both sides. I feel like I'm gonna just be honest with you. Having reviewed this, I think a lot of people look at it from a lens of who they like and who they don't like, and I don't think that a lot of people look at it objectively. And
I
I
agree.
feel like I do.
I get that. I understand that, because to me, when we did this review last week, there were some people in the chat that was like, "Oh, Mel groomed her."
Oh
I'm like,
Lord, he said that he changed his mind, girl.
no, no, no. I get it, but my point is, I, me, who has worked in communications,
Yes.
I never jump to conclusions, and I need to know all of the details before I say vehemently, "Oh no, this person did this." Or there's so many accusations that are thrown out, and I venture to say, saying stuff like that will get you sued as well. You cannot make allegations like that and put that on television and put that out in the media. We've seen this with Jay-Z recently. You can't just say whatever you want and think
What
that's
do we see with Jay-Z?
Oh, Hey, we got a caller. I wanted Tori B to finish up her thought, but we do have a caller, and then we're going to go ahead and head straight over to uh, Potomac for the rest of Monday Fun Day. Go ahead, Tori B, finish your thought that you were
No, no,
saying.
I was done. I'm done.
Oh, not please move on. Okay. Hey, Jasmine.
Thank you so much. What do we see with Jay-Z?
Hmm?
The lawyer dropped the whole thing.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure because I'm just so confused because it kind of just seems like so much. Oh, hold on. Hey, you guys. How you guys doing? Miss you guys. I'm a teacher. I can't do much. But coming back. Just wanted to give that little preface. But I just feel like it's always just so much like disregarding for everybody else but Mel when it comes to you. I can't even take it because like the Tisha thing, I mean the Kiki thing, Lord rest her soul, rest in peace. I don't speak of the dead. I've said my things about Kiki in the past, and
We're
of
going to leave him
course
there.
we never wish this on people. So we can agree to that. So but at the same time, like, we do not know these people in real life. We do not know what these people have done. Or what we do know is Tisha thanked her on camera. like I saw in the comments, someone said that God led Stormy to do that, and I fully believe that. She called, she felt that she couldn't sleep, and that's what she said. So, but when it comes to everything else, like Tisha said in the moment, her kids are my first priority. Kiki's kids are always with Tisha, from what I see on her social or whatever the case, and that was before Kiki passed away. So I just hate that we come to these such strong comments and strong opinions about that when we do not know. Like, and I fully agree with Chase. And I mean, it might be, I mean, somebody might say it's biased because me and him are, cool or whatever. But at the same time,
No, because we just had an argument today. She was wrong.
well, he definitely was wrong. But at the
I
very
see
end
you
of
in a
the
little
day,
bit. I see you in a little bit.
But what
Well,
I
we
will
won't go
agree with
there.
him,
We
what I
won't
would
go
agree
there.
with him on is the fact that if you're not invited to something, which I think that that she did actually go to the funeral, then how do you know
So
what to
she
pay
is
for?
invited.
I mean, she I think the social, the initial yelling and screaming about it or whatever, the initial heartbreak of it was
Make
that
them
they're not
change their
invited.
mind.
And I think that she did end up going, because I did see some pictures after the funeral of the whole family and her. Maybe
Oh.
Marceau did not, attend. I don't think he was really just trying to fight to go and make a scene about it. But at the same time, I don't know these people. But what I see is that, I have sister cousins as well because I'm an only child. And, I have had sister and brother cousins. And I've had some deep arguments as well. But if something happens to them, I don't want nobody to go back and relive the situations that happened when we was at 30 somethings. What about when we was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 20, and all these other times? So I hate that we give such strong opinions about that in reference. But I just wanted to say that part. When it comes to Destiny, I believe her. I definitely think that that she has her own thoughts about that. And
Oh.
I mean, you can't take that from her. What can I tell you? He beat me, and you can't take it from me. Like, I just think that at the end of the day, a lot of the things that she said, a lot of people could not deny. And I just think that, it's okay to like somebody, but we have to hold everybody accountable. Mel is rude. Mel is toxic. Mel has a very large fan base, and that's awesome. I'm proud of her, and I'm great, I'm glad that she has that support. But let's not like be like blinded by that and act like she just has never had any like moments of recourse with other people, and that she hasn't started. I think I don't really like Nell, so I'm not even on her side with this. But I mean, when Tisha said that you're not my mentor, it was such a ha ha ha. But when Mel says it, it's like, okay, but she wasn't your mentor. And it's just a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to Mel. And I just hate that, because it's like, girl, we get it, you was cheated on, but at the same time, like, please, she's still Mel at
Remind
the end
me
of
the
the
part about Tisha because I don't
day.
remember
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't finish, but you
No,
Oh,
wanted
no,
to
no.
say
What?
what you
No,
said.
no. I'm just saying. I did want to know what Tisha said too, though.
yeah, I don't
Well,
remember.
I don't
Tisha,
remember.
Tisha, Tisha said, I mean, because it was like when they was at
She
Nell's
did make a joke about it, right?
70th 80th birthday party, whatever, however Nell is. They went to her birthday party, and that's when she was like, you said she was my mentor, and Nell had went live about it and all this stuff, but then and Tisha got a lot of like a lot of backlash on that. But now that Mel is saying it, it's not the same backlash. It's like a lot of champion for Mel, and that's okay. But I just needed to be equally yoked around everybody. Like, Mel is cool, Tisha's cool, and everybody should have the same accountability going around. Is all I'm
She
Well,
saying.
joked.
I'm gonna give Tori B this because I don't give her much. I
Oh,
just give her what I want to give her when I feel like it. But I will
Mhm.
say this:
okay.
lately, she has been better at
I mean,
holding
not from
Nell
what I just
accountable. I'm just
saw
saying, no, no,
today,
no, yeah,
but
not
yeah,
tonight, no, not tonight.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah. Got it.
I'm just saying in general,
Okay, good for
she
good
has been
for
a lot better about
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, unfortunate that I just saw today. But
it.
outside of that, I hope that y'all have
Hey,
a great night, and go teachers, go go students. Have a great night.
and let me tell you something. When it
Yes.
comes to Potomac, if you
Okay, baby, we're
around for
talking
that,
about love
no,
and
no,
marriage.
no. I'm just telling you now,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's on
yeah.
the record.
Yeah,
Let the
yeah.
record show,
Yeah,
baby.
everybody.
If you call in for Potomac, don't sing it, bring it.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah. No worries. I listened to the whole thing, so that's why I came on here and had what I had to say. But outside of that, we're good. I love you, and yeah. Have a great night.
Drop a production. Thank you. Production. Thank you, to production.
Actually, I'd
uh
like to clarify.
oh.
Okay, that's not what happened. They,
Oh, we gotta go.
I'm
What?
going real
No, no,
quick.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
We gotta go, but clarify. I'm not saying that you
right.
can't clarify.
Clarify.
Please.
Tisha made a joke after Fletcher gave her a new ring, and she said, "Shit, Nell, you need to be my mentor." That's what happened. I don't know what. That's why I was confused about what was said. That's what happened. She was joking about it though, so I don't know about what backlash Tisha got. I didn't see that, but that's actually what happened.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody, thank you, Jasmine, for calling in. Thank you to BCO for working the spotlight as you always do in the comments. Thank you, TKC. Thank you, Creole Fontenot. Thank you, Clinton Smith. Thank you, Jasmine, in the comments as well. Thank you, Zoel. Thank you, India. That's Alanis Morissette humor. Love is dope. Love, love, love. And anyone else who I forgot, we love you. We thank you. It's a 10K day down to the No Chaser TV. So make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. We have hit over 10,000 followers / subscribers. We're well over that at this point, across all of our social media platforms, accumulative. And I'm just very happy and very proud as we head into the 1 year anniversary. Also, production, throw up that flyer with the Housewives event, please. Is one of the last images. I know he's shitting a brick having to put up a picture, but do it and remove the comment. Okay, girl, maybe she can't do it. I'll do it. Damn. I'm gonna have to reevaluate that going into this shit. You get what I'm saying? Oh, catch. Go ahead and remove that comment. Thank you, baby. She got to get back to the comments. Y'all give her a second. Go ahead and take. Oh, thank you, Diva. All right. No Chaser TV will be in DC for this particular event hosted by the Reality Rundown on March 2nd at Throw DC, Throw Social in DC. It's going to have on the panel, it's going to have Mia Thornton, Jacqueline, and Jazzy. And of course, there are going to be other stars there. You can also meet and greet the No Chaser TV team if you want to, if you're in the DC area. We'd love to meet you. Say, hey, I know you. And we'll go ahead and chop it up, have a cocktail or two, kick back, discuss some stuff. And we will see you guys on Potomac. Yeah. Ooh, I'm joking. I'm joking.